Hey, Mark Harbert from markharbert.com, and let me ask you this. Do you feel like you've lost all your focus? Do you feel like sometimes you're just working, and you're not really getting anything done? Well, it's probably because you've lost some focus, and in this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 things that you can do to get hyper-focused on your goals so that you can achieve them. So stick around. All right, focus, man. This is a topic that I've had so many of my students, they've come up with. I've gotten emails about this, how to get focused. And let me tell you, it is very, very difficult to stay focused in the digital age. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share with you 5 things that you can do to get really focused and to start to achieve what you want to achieve in your home-based business. So let's go ahead and let's dive in to number 1. Now, number 1 is all about being very, very specific on your goals. So you want to get super hyper specific. Now, a lot of people will say, well, Mark, I want to make more money in my business. Duh, we all want to make more money. And I say, awesome. What are you going to do with that money? You see, a lot of people really don't have the actual tangible idea of what they're going to do with more money once they have it. See, just to say, I want more money, it's too broad. It's not specific. It really doesn't help you get any closer. So the deal is you want to say, I want to make this much because I want to pay off this amount of debt. Or I want to make this amount because I want to put a down payment on my new house. Or I need to make this much because I want to buy that new car that I always wanted. You see, you got to be very, very specific on what it is that you want to achieve. Now, any time in my own personal life or my own personal business that I have not gotten the results, it's usually because I'm not specific enough in what I want to achieve, and then putting a number 2 plan of action in place to achieve it. See, this is number 2. Once you have your goal, you've got to start getting specific on how you're going to get there. So let's say, just for argument's sake, that you want to make $10,000, okay? Now with that $10,000, let's say that you want to put a down payment on a car. Okay, so that $10,000, how are you going to achieve that? So you know the goal, now you need to work backwards. How much do you need to make in a 4-month period of time in order to hit that $10,000 per goal? Obviously, that's $2,500 per month. So I know that if I want to make $2,500 per month, I need to equate that to how many sales or how many signups do I need to get with my particular product or service that I'm promoting in order to get that $2,500 per month to reach the goal in 4 months. You see, it's very simple. And then what you can do, once you know per month, you can work it down per week and then per day. And then what actions are you going to take to reach that? So what are you going to do? You're going to do a blog post, you're going to do a video. How many people a day are you going to talk to? This is very, very specific and an action plan that helps you get what we stated in number 1, which is set specific goals, and number 2 is to put an action plan in place to achieve that. So let's move on to number 3. All right, number 3, stick to one strategy. Now, I know this is very, very difficult in the digital age, all right? But I will tell you, and there are many, many strategies when it comes to lead generation, okay? There's many out there, and I use many because I've mastered many different forms of lead generation, and I teach all of them because I've gotten very, very good at that. However, unless you've reached a specific goal or you've mastered one strategy, and some people say you can't really master anything. Well, let's just say you get really, really good at one and you're producing results with it, and then you can decide to move on to another. But here's the problem. Too many people are spread thin. They're trying to do one thing over here, and then they're over here trying to do another thing, and they're over here, and they're over here. And what's happening is they are pretty much a jack of all trades, master of none. And that's something that I learned very, very early on. Now, for me, I built a 6-figure business on one strategy, and that was on YouTube with organic search. Okay? I was creating videos, optimizing them for search, and getting traffic and views to my videos. And that was what I focused on for about the first 1.5 years of my business after it began to take off. Now, the reason is because I was hyper focused. I had blinders on. I was not looking at anything else. Now, as I've said, I've gone on to master many, many different types of lead generation strategies, and I teach them. However, if you have not gotten results with one strategy yet, choose one and hyper focus on it, okay? You're gonna find that you're gonna get better results. Once you start to get results and you feel like you can bring on another strategy, then you can move over to another one and start to focus on that while you're still doing the one that produces the results. You see? So pick one strategy, master it, and move on to the next, all right? So let's move on to number 4. Number 4, I absolutely love this one. I do it every single day, and that is quiet your mind. Meditation. This is something that I have learned really over the last probably 2 years or so, but it's a time in the morning. I usually get up in the morning, I get ready, I take my daughter to school, and then I come home and I meditate in my office for about an hour or so. And for me, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a Christian. I love God. And that is the very first commitment in my life. So I spend at minimum an hour reading the Bible. I read other books and things. But my main focus is to meditate on the things and quiet my mind that help me to be a better person, that help me to achieve more. And I love getting into personal development books. I love all kinds of reading and all kinds of training. But the key is to really quiet the mind. You see, our minds are so cluttered today. It really is. When you're on Facebook or you're on Twitter or you're on some other social media site, information, guys, we are in the information age. Information is coming at us at a barrage. It's just constantly flooding us. It's coming at us like crazy. And what happens is our mind gets so cluttered. And it's just a big cloudy mess. And what happens is sometimes when that happens, it's very hard for us to see where we're going. This is why meditation or quiet time, just quieting your thoughts down, quieting your mind, is so key. It has been such a great blessing in my life to slow down, take time, and like I said, I like to spend time with God. However it works for you, whatever your thing is, just quiet the mind and meditate and forget about the worries of the day. Just quiet your mind and allow your soul to be at peace. This is a massive key to getting focused. And I'll tell you, I have gotten more done since I've started doing meditation in the morning than ever before. And I'm telling you, it will help you as well. So number 4 is quiet your mind. Spend some time every single day being quiet, meditating, and I'm telling you, it'll change your life. So, are you ready? Let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is accountability. Now, I will tell you, accountability has been one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in my business. When my business first took off back in 2012, it was primarily because I had a mastermind partner. I had somebody that I could bounce ideas off of and somebody where we pushed each other to get to the next level. Now today, I actually hire coaches. I speak to people on a regular basis. I hire coaches, get their advice, things they ask them or tell me to do. I do it. I even do that still today. And I implore you to do the same because accountability can really drive you to do things that you normally wouldn't do. You see, because I know that if I'm paying somebody to be a coach for me and they give me some direction, the last thing I want to do is show up on the next call and not have done what they told me to do. You see, because I truly believe that accountability is one of the greatest things in the world that works. Why do you think things like Weight Watchers, which, I'm not on, okay? But Weight Watchers is actually a very, very popular program. Well, why? Why? Is there something in the counting of the numbers? Some of you might argue with me that it's a waste of time, but I got to tell you this, okay? The reason their company does so well is because there's an accountability factor in there. It's not whether their program is healthy. I'm not arguing that. It's none of that. It's the accountability factor. Showing up every single week, paying down your payment, and somebody saying, how did you do this week? Why didn't you lose any weight? I mean, that's where the power of Weight Watchers is. It's not in what they eat. You can argue all day what's healthy, what's not. But the point is, it's accountability. And accountability is a huge key to achieving your goals. All right, so let's review them real quick. Number one is be very specific in your goals. It's not just enough to say I want to make more money. You got to get very, very specific. Number two, you got to have an action plan. Put an action plan in place. You got your specific goal. Now, what is it? And then move backwards, go backwards, plan backwards all the way until you figure out exactly what you need to achieve in what amount of time. Number three is stick to one lead generation strategy. Don't start getting off into all these different areas until you've mastered one, and then you can begin to move off into the others, okay? Number four, quiet your mind every single day with meditation. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. It's changed mine. I spend it every single morning. Before I even started this video today, I spent my time in meditation. I'm telling you, I absolutely love it. It's my favorite time of the day. And number five is accountability. Accountability will also change your business. So I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it makes a difference in your life. And let me ask you, if you want to learn how to get more leads, if you want to learn how to really ratchet up your business, go ahead and check the link right down below this video. If you're seeing this on YouTube, look in the description. And I'm going to give you access to a free presentation of something that I've used for many, many years that's really helped me to, I'll tell you what, break through in my business, and I'm very, very grateful for it. And it's got just everything that you need. So go ahead and check that presentation out, click it, enter in your information, and I'll see you on the inside, all right? Have a good one. Bye-bye.